Hello viewers, welcome to Ayaan online classes. So let me introduce myself. So myself is Bharath. So I have some 5 years of experience in this teaching field. So I used to handle GATE students and SSC students and also banking students. So right now I'm going to handle sub-inspector and constable students. So without wasting your time, directly we'll enter in the topic so-called simple interest. Right? So thing is, so whatever we do at outside, okay, the same thing I'm going to reflect here, right? So in simple interest, the very first term is nothing but principal, and second term is nothing but rate of interest, third term is nothing but time. Okay, so first we'll discuss about principal. Then what is the meaning of principal? Okay, so the sum deposited or the sum invested is nothing but principal. So deposited is nothing but normally we deposit some money in our bank, right? So for 3 months or 4 months we'll get some interest. So where we'll get interest? We'll get interest on only principal, right? Or deposited is nothing but a principal, or the sum invested is nothing but principal, or otherwise the sum lent, or otherwise the sum borrowed is nothing but a principal. Lent meaning entante, lent is nothing but appu ivvadam andi. So borrowed is nothing but appu teesukodam andi. Okay, so wherever it is required I will explain in Telugu language also, right? Yeah, see here, the very first term is nothing but principal. What is the meaning of principal? Principal is nothing but the sum invested or the sum deposited or the sum borrowed or the sum lent is nothing but principal, right? Yeah, see here, my question is, if there is no principal, for example, let us consider I have given some 0 rupees to you, and then meeku enta ichchanu ikkada meeku 0 rupees ichchanu. Means what is the meaning of 0 rupees here? I have not given anything to you. Okay, so if I charge 10% rate of interest, okay, for 5 years, okay, then what is the answer? I mean that your answer is nothing but 0. Okay, so if there is no principal, right, we can't charge rate of interest and we can't give time also here, right? So I can say that principal is nothing but base of simple interest and compound interest, right? So base must be considered as 100%, right? So for example, let us consider you have taken some 25,000 from me. Let us assume you have taken some 25,000 rupees from me. Means this is nothing but principal. So what I said, principal must be considered as 100% because of it is base of the topic. Got the point or not? Okay, for example, let us consider you borrowed some 60,000 rupees from me. Okay, right? So this is nothing but principal. So principal must be considered as 100%. So why we are considering it as 100%? Because of it is base of the topic. Okay, so whatever may be the principal, right? So to consider it as base, and the principal must be equated to 100%. Right? So next we'll go with the second term. Second term is nothing but rate of interest. Okay, so for example, if you want to borrow some money, okay, from me, right? So you asked me some 50,000 rupees. Okay, I have given 50,000 rupees to you, right? The next thing I will say that what is the rate of interest? Okay, next thing you can ask the rate of interest. Okay, so I will give some rate of interest compulsory. Freely I won't give, right? Normally these things will happen at outside. Okay, the same thing we are going to discuss here, right? Yes, here. So next time is nothing but rate of interest, right? So what is the meaning of rate of interest? One has to know the meaning of rate of interest, right? Yeah, normally what is the definition of rate of interest? I'm not worrying about definitions here, just whatever you do at outside, the same thing we are going to reflect here, right? So normally rate of interest is nothing but it is the rate that is charged on the principal. For example, normally we see it outside, normally we see these things, 2% and 3%, in some cases 5%, in some cases 10% also, right? Yes, here. Then what is the meaning of this 2%? 2% meaning here. So we know that it is nothing but rate of interest. Okay, what is the meaning of this 2%? Means, see here we have a percentage symbol. Okay, so percentage symbol is nothing but here for every 100 rupees principal. For every 100 rupees principal. Okay, here I'm asking 2 rupees as a simple interest. The meaning of 2% is nothing but for every 100 rupees of principal, I'm asking 2 rupees as a simple interest, right? So what is the meaning of 3% here? For every 100 rupees principal, I'm asking 3 rupees as a simple interest. For example, here 5%, okay? So for every 100 rupees of principal, here I'm asking 5 rupees as a simple interest. So here for every 100 rupees of principal, here I'm asking 10 rupees as a simple interest, right? So from here we can get a definition. Means, see here, the rate of interest is nothing but it is the interest charged for every 100 rupees. Getting the point or not, right? So here it is the interest charged for every 100 rupees, where this 100 rupees is nothing but a principal. For example, I will give one problem here, and I know that everybody can do that. See, for example, let us consider principal equal to 1000 rupees and rate of interest equal to 5% and time equal to 10 years. Then if I ask a simple interest, then definitely we'll get the answer, okay? So normally what you people will do is nothing but SI equal to, what is the principal here? 1000, and what is the rate of interest? 5, and next what is the time here? 10, and you divide it by, yeah, and you divide it by 100, right? So normally you will solve this. So 100 ones are 100 tens are, so 10 fives are 50 and 50 tens are, so simple interest is nothing but 500. So normally you people will do this thing, okay? So what is the meaning of this SI equal to PTR by 100? What is the meaning? One has to know the meaning of this SI equal to PTR by 100, okay? So normally whatever the values I have given, directly you substitute here, okay? So here my question is, here I wrote 5. So here I wrote 5, right? So what is the meaning of this 5, right? Or what is the unit of this 5, okay? So normally I can expect here the 5 is nothing but normally we people say that only 5, okay? But what is the question I'm asking here? What is the unit, okay? So here this unit of 5 is nothing but rupees. That is nothing but rupees, okay? So here I will explain. See here. So here this 100 is nothing but it is a predefined value. It is a predefined value. It is a constant, okay? Yes, here. So here what is the rate of interest I've given here? 5%, 5%, okay? So 5% is in the meaning here. So for every 100 rupees, I'm asking 5 rupees as interest, right? Yes, here. So we are dividing it by 100. Why we are dividing it by 100? See here, we are dividing a principal by 100. Okay, means in this 1000, how many hundreds are there here? So if you divide 1000 by 100, so how many hundreds are there here? So 10 hundreds are there. So here we are going to get 10 hundreds. Okay, see here, the meaning of this 5 is nothing but for every 100 rupees I'm asking 5 rupees. Okay, but how many hundreds are there here? So 10 hundreds. Okay, so 100 5 rupees. Then 10 hundreds how much? 50 rupees. Means we are going to get 50 rupees as interest for 1 year, right? So for 10 years means 50 into 10, so that value will become 500 rupees. So this is the exact meaning of simple interest formula. Okay, so don't write as this, don't substitute the values as this. First you have to know the concept. Okay, so directly you people will substitute the things in the formula and directly will get the answer. Okay, one has to know the concept, right? Yeah, see here. So rate of interest here, it is interest charged for every 100 rupees, right? And the second point, very important point, is nothing but, so rate of interest is defined per year. Just there is a small difference at outside and in the class. See here, at outside, for example, if I give some money, okay, so what you will do, you will ask some what is the rate of interest? Okay, so I will say the rate of interest is 2%, right? So that 2% is defined per month at outside. 2% is defined per month at outside. Okay, but here whenever we come to classroom, so whatever the rate of interest it is given in the question, so it is defined per year. It is defined per year. It is defined per year. See why I am stressing this thing. See, whatever may be, already I am saying rate of interest is defined per only 1 year. Okay, not 2 years, not 3 years, not 4 years. Okay, so rate of interest is defined per year only, right? So next we'll go with time. Okay, so what is the meaning of time? Time ante enti ikkada. Okay, so time is nothing but a duration of investment. అంటే నువ్వు ఎంత కాలం దాన్ని ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేసావు అనేది దాన్ని మనం ఏమంటామంటే టైం డ్యూరేషన్ అంటాం, రైట్? యా, సీ హియర్. Right, so whatever may be the time. Okay, so for example, you may borrow some money from me, right, for 20 days, for 30 days, for 1 year, for 2 years, for 3 years, otherwise 5 months or 6 months. నీ ఇష్టం ఎలా అన్నా నువ్వు తీసుకోవచ్చు. ఓకే, సో whatever may be the constant here, time may be with any constant. Okay, but the main thing is nothing but you have to convert the time in terms of years. In terms of years, for example, let us consider. So first I will ask one question. So how many days will be there in a month? How many days will be there in a month? Okay, so normally I can expect your answers like this. First one, some people may say that 28 days. Okay, one student may say that 29 days. Okay, because of 28 days will be also there in a month, right? So one student may tell it for 30 days. Okay, one student may tell that it is 31 days. Okay, yes, here, yeah, it is a common thing. Okay, but how to avoid this confusion? Examiner has given one thing. Okay, what he said that 1 month must be considered as only 30 days. So if you consider it as 30 days, okay, so normally for normal questions compulsory you have to consider it as only 30 days. Okay, if he gives any specification, there you have to go with 28 or 29 or 30 or 31. That's all. Okay, for normal things you have to consider 1 month equal to 30 days. Okay, if I ask the same question, in how many days are present in a year, means what is your answer? You may say that 365 days, or otherwise you may say that it is 366 days. Okay, so to avoid this confusion, examiner has given that so 1 year must be considered as 365 days. 1 year must be considered as 365 days. Okay, so for normal problems compulsory you have to consider 1 month equal to 30 days and 1 year is nothing but 365 days. Okay, if there is any specification is given, just you have to follow 366 or otherwise 31 or otherwise 28 or 29. Okay, if there is anything mentioned in the problem, so then only you have to follow those things. Okay, otherwise for normal problems compulsory you have to consider 1 month equal to 30 days and 1 year is nothing but 365 days. Okay, but one thing, time may be with any constant. Okay, time may be given in years, right? Time may be given in months, or otherwise time may be given in years and months, or otherwise time may be given with years and days, right? So time may be with different constants. Okay, so whatever may be the time, right? So the time must be converted into years. Whatever may be the time must be converted into years, right? Let's see, we'll go with some examples here. The very first example is nothing but, we'll go with the first example, 6 months. Now we are going to convert this 6 months into years. Okay, so normally we have awareness about 6 months. Normally we say that 6 months is nothing but a half year directly. How you got a half year? Half year here directly just you divide 6 by 12. Why? Because of 1 year consists of 12 months. Okay, in that way we got a half year. So for example, second example, if you take 5 months, so now you have to convert these 5 months into years. So here, so 5 by, because of 1 year is nothing but how many months here? 12 months. So if you divide it by 12, so you are going to get directly 5 by 12 year. 5 by 12 year, right? Next, third one, for example, 3 months. 3 months, right? So now we have to convert these 3 months into years. So directly we have to divide it by 12. So 3 by 12. So this is nothing but 1 by 4 year. For example, we'll go with 4 months. So you have to convert this thing into years. So 4 by 12. So that equal to 1 by 3 year, right? In this way we have to convert time in terms of years, right? Time may be with different constants. Here we have seen only one constant, that is in terms of months. Now till now we converted only months into years. Okay, now we'll convert days into years, right? Yeah, For example, they may give it as 73 days, right? So now we have to convert these 73 days in terms of years. So just to divide this is 73 by, so in 1 year we are going to get 365 days. Just to divide it by 365. So 73 ones are 73 fives are. So this 73 days is nothing but 1 by 5 year. For example, they make you like this 146 days. So you have to write like this 146 by 365. So 73 twos are 73 fives are. Then 146 days can be given as 2 by 5 year. So this is one constant. Whatever may be the time may be with the different constants. Okay, you have to convert in terms of years, right? Next we'll go with different constants. For example, 4 years 3 months. 4 years 3 months, right? So here already 4 is in terms of years. Now you have to convert these 3 months in terms of years. Okay, just you divide this 3 by 12. So this can be written as 4 1 by 4 year. So this can be written as 4 4s are 16 plus 1. So that is nothing but 17 by 4 years. So 4 years 3 months can be written as 17 by 4 years. Next we will go with another constant. 2 years 6 months. 2 years 6 months. Okay, see here, so 2 is already in terms of years and you have to convert this is 6 months in terms of years. Normally we know that, no need to write each and everything. See here, 6 months is something but we know it as half year. Directly we write it as 1 by 2. So 2 2s are 4 plus 1. So that is nothing but 5 by 2 years. Or otherwise we'll go with the next constant. So 2 years 4 months. 2 years 4 months. Okay, so 2, you have to convert this 4 months in terms of years. You divide it by 12, 4 by 12, right? So 2 1 by 3, because of 4 ones are 4 threes are. So we are going to get 3 twos are 6 plus 1, 7 by 3 years, right? 7 by 3 years, right? So time you have to convert like this in terms of years. Okay, you may get with different constants. See here, next we'll go with another constants. For example, 2 years 73 days. 2 years 73 days. Okay, so already we converted 73 days in terms of years. Okay, so that is nothing but 1 by 5 and already 2. So already 2 is in terms of years, right? So 2 1 by 5. So 5 twos are 10 plus 1. So that value equal to 11 by 5 years. 11 by 5 years. So time may be with any constant, you have to convert in terms of years, right? So we have seen some conversions here. So next we'll go with simple interest, right? Then we know that simple interest is nothing but PTR by 100. Okay, already I explained about this formula. What is a P, what is a T, what is R, what is by 100. Okay, but what is the meaning of simple interest? I want to know the meaning of simple interest. What is the meaning simple interest? For example, I will explain with a simple example. For example, I have given 50,000 to you. Okay, so that is nothing but principal, let us consider. Okay, and I have charged some rate of interest at 5% and time equal to 10 years. Okay, and after 10 years you have to give my money back, means principal and also interest. Principal and also interest. Okay, so I have given 50,000 to you. Okay, and you are giving 1,50,000 to me. Okay, where that 1,50,000 to me you are giving. Okay, so that 1,50,000 is nothing but amount. Okay, I have given 50,000 to you, you are giving 1,50,000 to me, means this 50,000 what I have given is nothing but principal, and whatever the thing you are giving as 1,50,000 that is nothing but amount. Okay, so here my investment is 50,000. Okay, I am getting 1,50,000, means here I am getting a profit of once again I am saying it is a profit of 1 lakh. Okay, so I am getting extra money. That extra money is nothing but my profit. Okay, so simply I can say that this is simple interest is nothing but it is a profit which we gained on the principal. Okay, సో ప్రిన్సిపల్ మీద వచ్చిన లాభాన్ని మనం ఏమంటున్నాం అంటే దాన్నే సింపుల్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ అంటాం. ఓకే, సో ఇన్ మై వ్యూ పర్సంటేజెస్, ప్రాఫిట్ అండ్ లాస్, సింపుల్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్, కాంపౌండ్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్, discount, it is nothing but a single topic. Okay, yeah, see here I will explain with one example. So simple interest, I can say that it is a profit which we end on the principal, and also have given a simple interest is nothing but a PTR by 100. Okay, you see here where in some problems we need to apply this simple interest formula also, where some problems we have to go with the conceptual methods. Okay, so they are total rate of interest method or ratio method, right? So next, amount. Okay, so amount consists of principal plus simple interest, right? So amount consists of principal plus simple interest. So amount equal to principal plus here simple interest formula is there, that is a PTR by 100. If you substitute here, so PTR by 100, right? So amount equal to, getting P common from here, will be left with 1 plus RT by 100. So amount can be given as P plus RT by 100, right? So they are nothing but basics of simple interest. Okay, now let us analyze this total simple interest concept with one example. So let us consider principal equal 1000 rupees and rate of interest equal to 10%. Already I said rate of interest is defined per year. Rate of interest is defined per year. So for the first year we will analyze the total things here. So principal equal to 1000 rupees and the rate of interest equal to 10%, right? So here what is the term we have here? Simple interest for a year. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about the first year, right? So if you charge 10% on this 1000 rupees, right? So you are going to get how much interest? That is 100 rupees. So in the first year you are going to get 100 rupees as interest. Okay, next term, simple interest at the end of n years. At the end of n years means we are at the end of first year. Okay, so what is the simple interest we got in the first year? That is 100. The same thing we can write here. So amount at the end of first year, what's the principal you got here? 1000, and 1 year interest is 100. So total it will become 1100 rupees at the end of 1 year. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about total rate of interest for n years. This is very important, right? So what is the rate of interest here? 10%. Okay, just now we are in first year, so in 1 year the rate of interest is 10%, right? Next we'll go with the second year. Okay, second year also the same principle will be there. So that is 1000 rupees and the same rate of interest, that is 10%. So if you charge this 10% on this 1000, again you will get 100 rupees in the second year. You are going to get 100 rupees in the second year, right? So simple interest at the end of n years means here n is nothing but 2 here. Okay, yes, here first year 100 rupees we got, second year we got 100 rupees. So total at the end of 2 years the total simple interest value will become 200 rupees, right? Next, amount at the end of 2 years, principal equal 1000. So 2 years simple interest is 200. So total it will become 1200 rupees amount, right? Next, total rate of interest for 2 years. See here, every year we are charging 10%. Okay, so for 2 years it will become how much? 10% into 2, so that value will become 20%. Okay, so directly is asking 20% value on the principal. See here, if you charge 20% on this 1000, you will get how much interest? 200 rupees interest for 2 years. Okay, now we'll go with third year. So third year principal is also same 1000 rupees and the rate of interest is also same 10%. So in the third year also you will get the same interest, that is 100 rupees, right? So simple interest at the end of 3 years. At the end of 3 years ante ikkada mana game vastundi. So first year 100, second year 100, third year 100. So total at the end of 3 years you are going to get 300 rupees interest, right? So amount at the end of 3 years. So here principal equal 1000, interest at the end of 3 years is 300. So total it will become 1300 rupees, right? So total rate of interest for n years, right? Right now we are in third year. So total 3 years, every year I am charging 10%. So 10 into 3, so that will become 30%. So it will become 30%. Okay, so if you observe this chart, this is one method. Now while solving problems, we'll follow this method for some problems. So that is total rate of interest method. See here, I will explain the things. Yeah, see here, if you charge 10% on this 100, okay, so you will get 100 rupees interest, right? So if you charge 20% on this 1000, you will get 200 rupees interest. If you charge 30% on this 1000, you will get 300 rupees interest. Okay, see here, directly we can find out the interest. See here we got a total rate of interest for 3 years is 30%, right? So 30% value on principal is equal to 300, right? So next we'll go with some more examples. Yeah, so this is a basic concept for simple interest. Next thing is nothing but, for example, simple interest value is 600 rupees for 3 years. For 3 years. So what is the simple interest for 1 year? Means what we'll do? We'll divide this 600 by 3, so that value equal to 200 rupees, right? So first year we are going to get 200 rupees, second year also we are going to get 200 rupees, and third year also we are going to get 200 rupees. Means I can conclude that every year we are going to get same interest in simple interest. Okay, so if you go with the compound interest, year by year the interest will change. Okay, so that is the difference between simple interest and compound interest, right? So first point I can say that I can conclude that every year we will get the same interest, right? Second point is nothing but, for example, rate of interest equal to 5% for every year. Okay, so if I ask total rate of interest for 3 years, means that value will become how much? 15%, right? For example, rate of interest for a year is 6%, right? So if I ask total rate of interest for 10 years, so this value will become how much? 60%. Means he is asking a 60% value on principal. So here he is asking 15% value on principal. Okay, so for example, rate of interest is some 7% for a year, right? If I ask total rate of interest for 5 years, then your answer will become 35%. 35% of principal. Okay, so max to max will follow this total rate of interest method while solving the problems, right? So now we'll solve some problems. Now let us solve some problems. Okay, yeah, see the first problem. A man invested 36,000 rupees at 4% per annum simple interest. Already I said rate of interest is defined per year, right? Next, what's the question is asking? Find the interest and amount at the end of 5 years, right? So first I will go with the normal method, and next I will go with the conceptual method. Okay, so what is the thing is asking? Find the interest. Interest in the sense simple interest. So we know that SI equal to PTR by 100, right? In the exam there is no need to write all these things. Okay, so here principal value equal how much? 36,000, and rate of interest equal to 4%, and time equal to 5 years. Okay, so 2 zeros get cancelled, so 5 fours are 20, so 36 twos are, so that value equal to 72, and we are going to get 72 rupees as a simple interest. Okay, and he's asking amount also. Okay, then we know that amount equal to principal plus simple interest, and we know that the principal equal to 36,000, and simple interest value we got 7,200 rupees. So if you add both the things, we are going to get 43,200 rupees. We are going to get 43,200 rupees. Okay, so this is a normal method. So we'll go with the total rate of interest method, right? So what's the problem he has given? A man invested rupees 36,000. Okay, that 36,000 is nothing but principal. Okay, already I said principal must be equated to 100%. Okay, that is principal value must be equated to 100%. So that value equal to 36,000 rupees. Right. So now what's the question they're asking? Find the simple interest and also amount. Okay, so directly we'll find total simple interest rate for 5 years. Okay, so total simple interest rate, that value equal to, every year I'm charging how much percentage here? 4%. Okay, for 5 years it will become how much? 20%. Right, 4 5s how much? 20%. Means 5 years directly is asking 20% value on the principal. Okay, so first you find 1% value. 1% value equal how much? 2 zeros, 2 zeros get cancelled, so this value will become 360. Then we need to find 20%, so 20 into 360, right? So 36 2s are how much? 72, and here 1 0 is there, 1 0 is there, so total we are going to get 7200 rupees as a simple interest. Okay, yeah. Next we need to find, so this is nothing but a principal, already I said. So we know that amount equal to principal plus a simple interest, or otherwise directly you can add like this, 100% plus 20%, that value equal to 120%, right? So 120 into 360, so this value will become 43,200 rupees. Okay, or otherwise directly you can add this principal and this simple interest. Okay, so directly you will get 43,200 rupees as a amount. Okay, so next we'll go with the second question. Yeah, what's the second question? Find the simple interest on a sum of rupees 24,000 at 19% per annum for 5 months. Okay, be careful. So here he has given time in terms of months. Okay, in the previous question he has given time in terms of years. Okay, see here. So whenever he give time in terms of months, okay, or otherwise in terms of days, okay, better you use a simple interest formula. Okay, then only we can get the answer in a meantime. Okay, let's see, I will explain the things. Yeah, so we know that simple interest equal to PTR by 100, right? Yeah, what is the principal here? 24,000 rupees, and rate of interest equal how much? 19%, and time is nothing but how much here? 5 months. Already I said, okay, whatever may be the time may be with any constant. Okay, you have to convert in terms of years. Okay, so here he has given it as 5 months. Okay, so to convert into years, just you divide it by 12, because of 1 year is nothing but 12 months. Okay, now we'll cancel the things. So 2 zeros, 2 zeros, so 12 ones are 12, 20s are, so 25 are how much? 100. 100 into 19, this value will become how much? 1900 rupees, right? So here you can arise a question, why we should not follow total rate of interest method. Okay, yes, see what will happen. So we know that 100% value equal to 24,000, right? So now we have to find the total rate of interest, right? So here total rate of interest means every year it is 19% into time is nothing but 5 months. Okay, so 5 months you have to convert in terms of years. Okay, so 19 5s are 95 by 12%. Okay, you need to find 95 by 12%. Okay, we know that 100% value equal to how much? 24,000. Okay, so 1% value will become how much? 240, right? In the same way you have to find this value, 95 by 12% into 240. So here you may get a little complex values here. So that's why I say that whenever the time gives in terms of months or days, okay, so better you follow simple interest formula, then you will get the answer in the meantime, right? Next we'll go with the third question.